With the holiday season upon us, one of the most valuable assets in our community is providing many opportunities for activities for the holiday, and most of it with little to no cost. Anderson Public Library Program and Marketing Manager Ashton Bennett joins us today. Ashton, thanks for joining us. You say that the library has a lot to offer this holiday season with a lot of new programs and new partnerships.
Yes, we definitely are. Not only the holidays, but there's a break in school, and so lots of kids come and spend the days with us, using our computers and doing activities with us. And so this is kind of a good highlight season for us as well. So one of our coolest partnerships, one of our newest, is with Kiln Creations. They are a creative studio out of Noblesville, but the owner lives here in Anderson, and her family uses our library resources. And so I think I had mentioned in a past chat that we had that one of the things that came out of our renovation was the new creativity lab. And so we have partnered with her to offer 3 rotating programs. So they're 3 monthly programs, one for school-aged kids, one for teens, and one for adults. And so we have that on our event calendar, and we have limited seats right now just because of the space and our COVID protocols for social distancing. But they have been so popular. Registration has been filling up immediately as soon as we post them on the calendar. And so moving into December, they're going to each age group has their own theme. And so the school age kids, I believe, are making snowman pencil holders. So a lot of it's ceramics and painting, just creative talents that they wouldn't get to experience otherwise. And then our teens have made mugs and done some creative work. So November we called Dino-vember. There's a reading initiative for dinosaurs. And so they made their own dinosaur eggs out of clay. And then the adults have done tons of crafts. We've made wood signs. Upcoming in December, they're going to make decorative snow plates or winter themed plates. And so our creative lab and that partnership has been really valuable. It's something new that we've never had before. It's definitely exposing our community to an increased awareness of just creative aspects. And we're hoping to expand on that in 2022. We have a lot of upcoming plans and exciting new things that we're going to bring into the Creativity Lab, and then continuing to work with local artists and artisans to share their talents with the community. So we're just really excited that those have been so popular and have gained that over the fall, and now moving into the winter season, we're really excited about those. And then in addition to that, we've added programming focusing on homeschool families. We know that those homeschool families have increased in our community since COVID, the virtual components of school as well. And so we have some art exploration programs. We have a couple of new librarians on staff that have expertise in those areas, and they've been doing some art exploration, and then additionally some technology exploration. So a couple of nights throughout the month, we have drones in the library that teens and youth can explore. They set up a little obstacle course here in the teen room. They can drive their drones through that. They also learn about the aspects of flight and gravity and kind of how the drones and robotics work. So those are really interesting things that we've added that are new coming off of the fall and moving into the new year as well. And that's kind of our vision. The idea is that you can come to the library and explore something that you've never had access to. The technology, there's not a lot of people who can go out and buy drones or have access to those materials, especially in the creative aspects. So we want this place to be the place of exploration and learning and excitement, continuing to build on that, because it's exciting to do something new. And we know that that's important for our community, not only to build for the future, but also to provide resources that aren't easily accessible due to lack of funds or even lack of experience in technology. Some of that stuff is very intimidating, and overwhelming. And so if you have it in kind of the environment that the library provides, some open, friendly, inviting environment, it's less daunting. And then you can maybe explore a new skill or talent. And that's what we hope to accomplish with the Creativity Lab specifically.
Ashton, do you find yourself hearing phrases like, "I didn't realize the library was so much more than books"?
Every day of my life. And I think, as a librarian, and I know I can speak for the rest of our library staff, like I get very excited, when I hear that, because that's one of the most important things. You want, when people come in and they find something that connects them, that's what's most exciting for me. And so if there's something new, if there's something they didn't know we had, even if there's just like a person that they're able to connect with and then come back, to get more information for, we hand out community resource information all the time, and people are always saying that too. I didn't know I had access to this, and then we're able to provide another resource in the community to provide assistance for them. So it's not just on the level of our programs, because of course we want to encourage literacy and experience in those ways too, but just in our general interactions as library staff, I think we hear that on a constant basis, no matter what it is across the board.
Now, if someone didn't keep track of this and keep notes while they were listening, you have resources available online. Let's talk about not only the calendar, but all of the online resources that are available
Okay,
through the net for the
sure.
library.
Yeah, sure. So we subscribe to a variety of digital platforms and resources. If you go to even our homepage, there's a link directly to our digital resources, or if you go to the direct link, which is andersonlibrary.net/digital-resources, it provides you with all the information about all of our digital access platforms. That includes ebooks, digital magazines, e-audio books, comics and graphic novels. We have music platforms, so you don't have to buy a streaming service. You can download Freegal. You get 5 free downloads of music a week, and it's endless streaming just with your library card. And then we have a ton of research platforms as well. So if you're looking for local history and genealogy, or even doing article research for papers and school work, that's accessible. And then in addition, we have platforms like BrainFuse that provide job assistance or homework help. There's tutoring available for any school-age kids via BrainFuse, one of our digital resources. And then there's tons of skill assessment platforms too. So almost anything that you could need assistance with is available digitally. And then we're always here to help provide support for that as well. And in addition to that, we know that there's a lot of people lack access to the internet and to technology in our community. So just recently, as part of the American Rescue Act Fund, we purchased 25 new hotspots. With a library card, you can check out a hotspot. It's good for 7 days. It's free internet access wherever T-Mobile service is provided. And so that's most coverage in our area. So you can even check out the internet with your library card now. So we're really excited to be able to provide those. We've always had hotspots. We just had a limited number of 5. And now we've increased that number so that we can provide more access to the community. Additionally, if people don't have devices or computers, we have our public computers here to access all of those digital resources. But we also have iPads and laptops that are in library use. So anybody can come in and check those out. They just can't leave the building, but they can use them in a quiet study or any other place in the building if they need internet access too.
While you do have to be an Anderson Township resident to have a library card, you don't necessarily have to be an Anderson Township resident to be able to use the library's resources.
That is true. So our library cards serve 5 townships, Anderson and to LaPel. So in order to have a library card, you have to live with one of our serving townships, and all of that, of course, is available. That information is available online. We do have access. So there's other options for library card holders too. There's plaque cards and non-resident cards. So if community members live in a serving district that isn't necessarily Anderson Public Library, but you don't have a home library, then you can still purchase a library card. Or plaque cards mean that you have a home library. We wouldn't be their home library, but they could still come and use our access because they purchased a plaque card. So there's lots of other options too, if you don't live directly within our serving district. But even if you don't have a library card, you can still come in. The computers are all public use. All of our meeting rooms are public use. All of our programs are free and open to anyone in the public. You don't have to be within our serving districts or within the Anderson community. The same with our reading programs. Anyone can participate in those. Basically, the only thing you need your actual library card for is to check out materials and then to access some of those digital resources from home. Everything else is free and open access to anyone in the community.
Ashton Bennett, thank you for this update on what you and the Anderson Public Library do to make our community a better place to live. We wish you and the library staff a happy holiday season and Merry Christmas. Shop small and shop local this holiday season. Thanks for listening. That's the latest buzz of Madison County.